Welcome back. You're watching Network Africa. There appears to be no love lost between the people of Ghana and corrupt officials in the President John Mahama administration, as opposition groups and anti-corruption bodies continue to raise concerns over misappropriation of public funds. Ghana's Transport Minister Ziva Ativo was forced to resign after her ministry was indicted for overspending 3.6 million cedis. That's about $947,000 to paint more than 100 buses in national colors and with portraits of Ghana's recent leaders. The branding by a private firm involved respraying the imported passenger coaches and adding pictures of the country's last 4 leaders, including current President John Mahama. There has been a public outcry since last week against the deal, with some citizens filing a court action against the government demanding full disclosure of the contract. We're trying to connect with we're trying to reach out to Vivian Mensah in Ghana. As soon as we can, we'll bring you the latest on that story. But let's move on now. The South African government is also showing zero tolerance towards poachers as it expels a North Korean diplomat for illegal rhino horn trading. Reports say the man was driving a car with South African diplomatic registration containing 4.5 kilograms of rhino horn and $99,300 in cash at the time of his arrest. It's not the first time North Korean diplomats have been caught attempting to buy or sell or even smuggle goods illegally in that country. Now, rhino horn is highly prized on the Asian market, where it is believed to have medicinal properties. Meanwhile, a U.S. agency has listed 2 lion subspecies under the Endangered Species Act, offering them legal protection that will make it harder for hunters to import trophies into the country. The measures enacted under the world's most powerful animal protection law seeks to protect African elephants, cheetahs, and including lions too. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service listed lions found mostly in West and Central Africa as endangered and lions in Eastern and Southern Africa as threatened, and said it would withhold permits from violators.
A U.S. agency has listed 2 lion subspecies under the Endangered Species Act, offering them legal protection that will make it harder for hunters to import trophies into the country. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service listed lions found mostly in West and Central Africa as endangered and lions in Eastern and Southern Africa as threatened, and said it would withhold permits from violators.
So today, because we received a petition about 5 years ago, many scientists are saying now that we're living in the midst of a 6th mass extinction. And so we have a lot of business. We have many proposals, hundreds of proposals, which we're considering now. And so we put them on a schedule. Lion has been one of those. And so today we've gone through an exhaustive process of public comment and scientific collaboration. We've taken into consideration new scientific information about the population size and the genetics, which have led us to distinguishing to these 2 populations of lion. So it's been an exhaustive scientific and public process. But today, because this is a pivotal point for the lion, and I think our decision today recognizes that we are at an inflection point for lion.
The measures enacted under the world's most powerful animal protection law will take effect in January 2016. They follow the extension of protection to African elephants and cheetahs. The 2 groups of lions covered by the listing once roamed the continent in their tens of thousands, but populations have been decimated by loss of prey and habitat and killings by hunters, including many from local communities. IFAW was one of the authors of the petition to list African lions under the Endangered Species Act. Several African countries such as Zimbabwe and Burkina Faso still allow tourists to hunt their lions, saying it provides an important source of revenue and helps support conservation.
This is a fantastic decision. Lions are literally under the gun. They're threatened by habitat loss of prey, and retaliatory killings when they come into conflict with humans. And they're threatened by trophy hunting being done unsustainably. That last threat is the one that we can address. It's one that Americans can change. Americans are responsible for over half of all lions killed in Africa every year for sport. If we can curb that number and bring it down, well, then that's saving more individual lions. And with a population as low as 20,000 left in the wild, every individual matters.
Under the new measures, imports of a rare subspecies found in West and Central Africa in smaller numbers in India will generally be prohibited, except where licenses can show they enhance the survival of the species. Only around 1,400 of this type of lion remain, and conservationists have warned it is threatened with extinction.
What a beautiful display of drama, arts and music, all because it's Christmas. You do know it's Christmas Eve already, and it is all in the air in Uganda. As a church in the capital Kampala sets the tone for the holiday. Christmas story is told every year, and each time millions of people around the world make it to this church you're looking at, and they enjoy an amazing performance. At the Watoto Church, the story is told on a colorful display of music, lights, color, and a touch of local culture. Organizers of the musical say they want to remind everyone of the true meaning of Christmas. Can I just say Merry Christmas, everyone? On that note, we'll end this bulletin. But before I let you go, don't forget that I have been asking since the week began, that you should please send us, just tell us what you'll be doing on Christmas with the hashtag #AshChristmasInAfrica on Twitter. Find me there at @AdeshowaJosh. And also, you can just send us a picture of what your holiday celebration looks like to networkafrica@channelstv.com. We'd love to share what makes you happy on that day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Adeshowa Josh.